Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of Ballet International. My name is Jean-Pierre Alexandre Prébillois. I am the administrator of Ballet International Group on Facebook and also Ballet International on the website. Today, I would like to open a new topic. Well, it's not really new, but many people have been vaguely mentioning something about what I'm talking today. And it's quite an interesting topic. Do really dancers need some rest beside or annexed to the ballet training? That is for sure. There are some teachers and some ballet companies which do not agree very much about this. They say 1 day of rest is totally enough. And there are some others who say it depends of the program. You may have your day of rest when the ballet company has less work to do, but usually it's 1 day every week. I think that looking to this video that I'm going to show to you today, there is a lot to talk about. It depends, in my opinion, as a ballet teacher, postural gym coach teacher also, it depends of how you do your training during the week and how much you spend your days during rehearsals. As you know, in ballet company, you may do rehearsals of Giselle in the morning, then the Swan Lake in the afternoon, or sometimes you all do, everyone does Giselle or Swan Lake or Nutcracker or whatever is in the program of the ballet company. And you end your day and you think that you are going to go back at home, but you actually have to do a performance, a late evening performance. And you finish something like around 11 p.m. And by the time you return back home and you go to sleep, the next morning you have to wake up very early and you have to be in the ballet studio at least half an hour before to do your warm-up before the class. So this accumulating all this stress together, it doesn't give you the chance and the time to recover. Because as all dancers know very well, there are no excuses, tired or not tired. You have to do what the ballet teacher asks. Sometimes you also have the chance to have ballet teachers who are considering your daily stress, and they do a much easier class at work. There are some others who are very tough and they tell you, no, you are going to do the 32 fortes, you are going to do your turns à la seconde, you are going to do all your diagonals, you are going to do all this and that and that and that. They don't take into consideration all the rest of the day. So sometimes it happens that dancers are overstressed, not mentally, but physically. And this is the moment where they could have injuries. Now, returning back to the video that I'm going to show you today, which is very brief, but is very important. And actually, I don't know the name of the lady who is speaking in the video, but she's totally right, and I agree with her. But I would like also to add something. Instead of doing what the lady says in the video, 1 day off, which is absolutely right, maybe it would be a wise idea in the ballet company. You have some Monday to Saturday, and Sunday is off. Some ballet companies in some some countries you have the day off, which is Monday instead of Sunday. It depends on the country, it depends on the ballet company. Now, if you do every day a tough class, you cannot pretend that the dancer will dance in full strength during performance. You could maybe do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a difficult class, a heavy class. And Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, a more easy class. Not what I mean by easy is not elementary. It's the normal class with the normal standards, but it's just to keep the body warm up, a good training at the bar where you do everything, but without stress. In my opinion, one of those days, instead of doing a ballet class, dancers should do a floor bar or something different, completely different, still 1 hour 15, 1 hour and a half or whatever, but something that comes out of the routine. And this would help them to relax. Because actually, when you do the floor bar, you are not relaxing, you are working very hard. But you are working in a different way than while you are standing on your 2 feet when you do the normal class. Now, the postural gym or the yoga class could also be an alternative in which you really have to work because you really concentrate on the muscles that you are using in ballet. I wouldn't suggest to do the Pilates because the Pilates for the ballet dancers, when you do a movement repeatedly for many days, it can consume your body at a faster speed. So alternating and giving a chance to the dancer body to alternate something different is like food. When you eat the food, you cannot eat the food, a pizza or the spaghetti with sauce bolognese or even a normal dish every day. For breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, you have the same food. And this every day. Finally, your stomach will give up. So you have to eat something different in order that your body absorb all the energy that you need to become stronger and to give the maximum of effort. And the same thing applies for the sport activity or the art activity, which is ballet. You cannot do the training in the same way every day because otherwise it becomes like the food. You have to alternate. And 1 day of rest is completely normal. But sometimes it may happen that you need a little bit more of rest. So you have to really be honest with yourself. If you are able to be honest with yourself, go to the artistic director, go to the ballet teacher and say, look, today I'm not in condition to work properly because I feel that my physique is not working properly. So there are 2 things. Or the teacher will tell you, you go out of the class, I don't want any excuses, you must do your class as anybody else. Or he will tell you, okay, you stay in the class, you do the class, and you do what you can do. And don't push too much. And this is a more wise idea, just to give the possibility to the dancer to to feel more freedom, to not be, obsessed by, I must do it, I must do it, I must do it, because otherwise they will never be able to dance properly, either during class, either during performance. Now, let's see together this very short video, which is something like 1 minute, and you will understand what I mean. The lady also talks about the old tradition type of classes and the new modern traditional type. I would actually say something in between the old and the new, because you mustn't completely put aside the old. The old discipline is the old discipline, which is very strict, we all know that. But the old discipline has given us the most wonderful dancers, as we know, Baryshnikov, Vasiliev, Ekaterina Maximova, Nureyev, and many other dancers like Margot Fontaine, like Anthony Dowell, and many dancers. So they have been used to work in the old traditional way, without rest, maybe 1 day of rest, but the class was tough, every class. And this old type of tradition gave the good dancers. Now, with the modern days, the tradition has a little bit become something good, of course, better, of course, but not too much. So something in between. But you keep your training, but you do something different. Something, like if you have a toothache and you say, oh, I'm going to make a massage in order that my tooth gets less swollen, instead of working hard and hard and hard. Now, if you say to a dancer, you will have 1 day or 2 days of rest. Of course, the dancer, the first day will maybe rest at home, will do nothing. The second day, he will go to the swimming pool, and you can be sure that the dancer will start swimming 300 times from one side of the swimming pool to the other, just to train his legs, and he will come out exhausted. And the next day he will return back, and the teacher will ask him, how did you spend your day of rest? And the dancer will say, I'm feeling fine. I have been swimming 300 times the swimming pool just to keep my legs training in good shape. And the next day he cannot walk in the ballet studio, of course. Now, let's see this video together. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
If you train 7 days a week, you give your body 0 days for resting, and you go immediately into the next week, the first thing that's going to happen is that you are making your body incredibly prone to overuse injuries. And second of all, your mind has no time to rest. Rest and recovery for everybody is of utmost importance. If you want to dance for a long time, and if you want to be healthy, then please, let's set aside the old standards, let's bring about the new standards, and let's appreciate the importance and the benefits of rest and recovery.